Right now, we're following multiple breaking news stories in Phoenix. These are live pictures outside Desert Sky Mall near 76th Avenue in Thomas. Phoenix police telling us they responded to a teenager who was shot around 7 p.m. Police say that teen was taken to the hospital and is currently fighting for their life. No word yet on a possible suspect or suspects in this case. And as you can see, officers are currently at the scene investigating at this hour.
Phoenix PD also investigating a deadly shooting near 7th Street and Indian School Road. Officers finding a man shot with serious injuries shortly before 7:30 tonight. He was taken to the hospital but died. Officers have shut down the area for that investigation.
And just down the road from there near 16th Street and Thomas Road, Phoenix police are investigating an assault that happened after a crash. Police say they responded to the area where a man was reportedly hit by a car. Police then learned after the collision that victim was assaulted by an unknown person. The man was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, and police are still searching for that suspect. A lot of police activity across the Phoenix Metro tonight. Be sure to stick with 12 News for the latest updates on these investigations.
Welcome to 12 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Rachel Cole.
And I'm Chase Golightly. Mark and Caribe have the night off. Tonight, a West Valley mother is warning others to stay alert after she says a man stole her purse and then attacked her and her young daughter. The man has still not been caught.
And 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is in West Phoenix for us tonight with the scary details of this alleged incident. Take a look.
The mother tells me she and her daughter walked into Food City last Saturday, saw the long lines, and decided to turn around. She wasn't prepared for what happened on the short walk back to her car.
It was a matter of seconds right when I was looking down to unlock my car.
Vicky Luna and her 12-year-old daughter were just seconds from driving away from the Food City near 91st Avenue and Thomas Road when a man caught her attention. What happened next was caught on camera by a nearby business, but blocked by a pillar.
Somebody said, "Excuse me, miss," so I turned around halfway, and after that happened, I guess he saw my purse, and then he started yanking on it, but then he threw his first punch right here, and he was able to get it, and I was like, okay, just take it.
She says the man didn't take the purse and run. He continued to hit her.
He tackled me to the floor and just started punching me.
Her daughter, who didn't want to be identified on camera, tried to fight back.
It was so scary in the moment because, like, if somebody was hurting my mom, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know to, like, hit him or, like, jump on him. I was scared, so I jumped on him, and then he just grabbed me right there and put me on the floor.
The man ran off and is accused of using Luna's bank card nearly 3 miles away at the 7-Eleven near 75th Avenue in Camelback.
He took my driver license, money, other identification cards that were in there.
Luna says the attack left her with broken ribs and bruises.
I'm in severe pain, and because of the pain, I actually am not able to work, and they actually just sent me a letter right before I arrived here letting me know that I was terminated from my job because of this.
Her and her daughter are scared this man hasn't been caught.
I just hope they find him so this doesn't happen to anybody else, any women and children.
And warn everyone to always be aware of your surroundings.
Never let your guard down, never. Not even when you think you're safe, you're never going to be really safe.
If you witness this incident and have information to share, you're asked to contact the police. In Phoenix, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thank you. And now to an update on a crash we told you about last night that shut down the US 60 in both directions near Apache Junction. Police say one person is dead after a car hit them from behind, rolled across the median and onto incoming traffic. The driver of the rolled vehicle was identified as 19-year-old Luis Pacheco. Police believe he was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the car. He was taken to the hospital but died of his injuries. No word yet on the other people involved in that crash, and the investigation is ongoing.
A reminder that the roads will be free of closures this weekend. In fact, ADOT says Arizona highways will not have any major restrictions through January 6th. Drivers should still plan ahead for traffic delays, with lots of people still returning home from the holidays and with the Fiesta Bowl coming to town on New Year's Eve. And as a reminder, if you plan on drinking for the holiday, make sure you have a designated driver or plan to use a rideshare service like Uber or Lyft to get home. But with those surge prices on New Year's Eve, you might want to consider taking the light rail if you can. This year, Valley Light and bus riders will have access to extended service with light rail and streetcars running until 2 a.m. Plus, Coors Light is also sponsoring free rides starting at 7 p.m. through end of service. But just a heads up, on New Year's Day, while regular weekday service continues for bus, rail, and streetcars, There will be no express or rapid bus service.
Meteorologist Lindsay Riley joining us now with the start of the goodbyes for our winter temperatures.
Yeah, we're going to be warming things up as we head into this upcoming weekend, back into the mid 70s, running about 10 degrees above average Saturday and Sunday. And we're going to be taking that mild air right through the New Year's Day. So things looking really good in the temperature department. Again, 10 degrees above average, 72 tomorrow, up to 76 degrees on Sunday. Mid 70s expected through the end of next week with sunny skies. And this is expected to continue well into January. As you can see here, all of Arizona in a 30% chance for above average temperatures to continue throughout the month of January. Very typical for La Nina, which is what we're in right now. And then as far as precipitation, far eastern and southeastern Arizona in a 30% chance for below average precipitation to continue. Tomorrow, not so bad. A beautiful late December Saturday. Temps are going to be cool early in the day, 7 a.m. down to 46, 9 a.m. we're at 50 degrees, but we'll rise up to about 72. That's going to be our high for the day around 3 o'clock. Wind speeds will be light. In Prescott tomorrow, highs in the low 60s with scattered clouds and light winds. In Flagstaff, we'll peak in the mid 50s tomorrow, which is above average, and along the rim, close to 60. Rachel?
Tonight, President-elect Donald Trump has submitted an amicus brief with the Supreme Court asking the court to pause implementation of a law that would ban TikTok in the United States. This would take effect on January 19th if the app is not sold by its Chinese parent company called ByteDance. The Supreme Court case is set to review this case on January 10th.
TikTok's fate hanging in the balance as the company waits for the Supreme Court's decision on that ban.
And this would impact more than just the users of the social media platform. 12 News journalist Brenda Lipinski explains how a ban could hurt businesses here in Arizona.
TikTok facing a possible U.S. ban in the next few weeks.
You know, it's something very scary for us to know that we're like here close to the deadline already.
Ise Valenzuela Sears, who owns AZ Taco King in Glendale, is concerned about the possible nationwide ban.
When I, post on TikTok or people post on TikTok, it's locally. It's people in our community. It's people in our neighborhood that are seeing our videos compared to the other social media platforms.
A platform she says exponentially grew her business.
First, we're doing our taco business. It was just a little bit of extra money, $500 a week. It wasn't much. And when we opened, the first year we hit $1.3 million in sales. And that was our first year.
Adamant enough to advocate against the ban in Washington, D.C.
I have met the CEO of TikTok personally, and he have expressed to us, the lengths of security that they're taking to protect us Americans on TikTok.
TikTok challenging the ban, saying it would infringe on users' freedom of speech. So now the Supreme Court is set to hear their argument just days before the company's deadline to sell their social media platform or be banned. Incoming President Donald Trump recently hinting TikTok could stick around.
I'm going to have to start thinking about TikTok. I think we're going to have to start thinking.
That would be phenomenal. If he decided to keep it, I think it would be a blessing for a lot of people.
Valley resident Brianna Ricafort says she makes her living off of TikTok.
So I have 2 special needs kids, and I cannot work a normal 9 to 5. So I started my small business selling crystals because I had a pretty decent crystal collection.
Saying her business, Claiming Stardust, took off, selling to people all over the world.
I call these my okie dokies artichokes because that's a phrase that I say a lot on my live. I did $105,000 last year, so in sales.
For now, these 2 business owners will continue their efforts, hoping TikTok is here to stay. The U.S. Supreme Court is set to review this case on January the 10th. Reporting in Phoenix, Brenda Lipinski, 12 News.
Brenda, thank you. Just in the last hour, the winning numbers for the Mega Millions jackpot were announced. The numbers are 55, 7, 3, 37, and 49 with a mega ball number of 6. If the lucky winner chooses the cash prize, they'd take home nearly $550 million. And if the jackpot is not won tonight, or is won rather, it would be the 5th largest in Mega Millions history. Even though no tickets matched all 6 numbers in the last drawing on Christmas Eve, 4 tickets still won $1 million each.